YouTube, what's the deal? It's your girl Jahira, and I am back. Hi, y'all. I'm sleepy, but I had to come in on a freaking what is it, Thursday? I'm so ridiculous, and give y'all I wanted to check in with you guys, give you my weekend recap, and kind of condense some Oprah's live class recaps for you. It's just been unbelievably hectic, as y'all know. I um I ended up going last weekend to Virginia, and I went to a ball, y'all. I went to a ball. Um, Arguably like the biggest ball of the year, and had a really good time. I got a chance to see my house family, and that just meant absolutely everything to me. And then our house took home sort of like the biggest accolade that you could receive that night, and that was kind of a big deal for all of us. But I just had a really good time. It's so nice to be around people who just know you and get you and completely sort of unconditionally accept you, like with all of your idiosyncrasies and stuff like that. And that's what my family offers me. And I love them. And I just had such a good time with them. But I ended up taking the bus from Kentucky to Virginia, which was 20 hours. And I did the same thing going back. I left out of Virginia, and I was in Richmond, Virginia. I left out on Monday at noon, and I did not get back until Tuesday at around 8:30 in the morning. And that ride was okay. There were really high points and really low points of that bus ride. I just got to tell y'all. So I guess we're in my weekend recap right now. Um, let's start with the low point, shall we? I ended up getting laid. Wait, hold on. I ended up having. I'm so tired. About an hour layover. I did not get laid over. I had about an hour layover in Nashville, Tennessee. Shouts to any subtastics I may have in Nashville, Tennessee. And let me be the first to tell you the y'all's Greyhound station sucks. I mean, it just sucks. It is the suckiest suck that ever sucked. It sucks. It's like a giant AA meeting, y'all. Every drunk Tennessean for miles around was stationed at that Greyhound station. But yeah, that was kind of the low point of the experience. I mean, the 20 hours didn't really bother me, but sort of at the at the current state of my health, my feet, you know what I mean, will start like retaining water and swell and the whole nine yards, and I'm still sort of recovering from that. So like now it kind of feels like I'm walking on boots, and that part is difficult. But the high point, y'all, was that I met somebody, two people actually, two really nice women that were on the bus with me, and one was Ms. Dolly, and Ms. Dolly lives somewhere in Virginia, I think Myrtle Beach. Don't quote me on that. And I don't know if she'll ever see this, but shouts to you, Ms. Dolly. I remember you. And the other was Miss Elizabeth, and Elizabeth lives in Lord, not Nashville, not Jackson. She lives in Tennessee, though. I know that she lives in Tennessee. I should know where that is. But suffice it to say, we sort of got on the topic of Jesus, which is something I can talk about for hours at a time. So I was kind of cool in that respect. But yeah, and we just sort of started getting into it. And basically, to make a long story short, Miss Elizabeth prophesied over my life. And this was a complete stranger. I mean, an utter complete stranger. It's just one of those people that you meet on the bus and you strike up a conversation with. But the things that she told me hit me in such a profound way that I knew that she was coming from a spiritual place. And I literally just started to cry on the bus. Like, it was incredibly powerful and very moving and just humbling. And I don't know that she'll ever see this, but Elizabeth, I will never forget you. So thank you for that. I was really blown away, like really blown away. It's one thing, when you have people in your life, as we all should, um, who encourage your dreams, The same way y'all encourage me. I mean, y'all have an understanding of who I am, and the things that you say to me, it affects me very deeply, obviously. But it's something else altogether when you have somebody who has no knowledge of who you are, no prior knowledge of your existence, and no personal investment in your life, you know what I mean, and the trajectory of your life, tell you that the very thing that you have been dreaming about and pushing for and praying for will come to pass. And in a way that supersedes your wildest imagination. I mean, it was so powerful to me. It was just truly, truly powerful. And I am grateful for it. And I am ready to receive whatever is in store for me. I'll say that. That was in essence my weekend recap. Now, okay, y'all, with the Oprah's Life class situation, and it is a situation, let me just break it down for y'all like this. I kind of had the intention, and I said it in my other, in the video when I told y'all that I was going away, that I was going to come back and sort of recap the shows that I had left off, or that I had missed recapping as a result of my long weekend. What I didn't realize was that this was going to be considerably harder than I thought it was, because I need, her show is coming on every day. I personally feel like I need more than a day just to digest everything that she says. But my bigger concern was that I didn't want to give y'all stock videos. Like, I didn't want to just bang something out for the sake of rhetoric and not really offer a personal interpretation of the show. And I have a show right now. I have one of her shows that I recapped, but and it's in the bank, you know what I'm saying? It's ready to upload at any given point, but I don't really like it. I don't really feel like I'm connecting with you in terms of that show. It felt very forced, and that's not who I am. That's just not what I'm going to offer this channel at all. I would feel better starting tomorrow, well, I guess later on today, which is the 20th of October, and recapping, tonight's Oprah's Life class, and just kind of trying to summarize for you some of the things that really struck me, because so many of these episodes are hitting me in such a personal place. They just are. She did this episode on aging, like aging gracefully, aging beautifully, and stuff like that. And she made the point that she didn't, I have notes, y'all. She made the point that she didn't grow up feeling, she grew up with the awareness that she was not what society would call a beautiful person, a beautiful girl, a pretty girl. And I can absolutely relate to that, because I have an acute understanding of the fact that I am not, conventionally pretty. And it's difficult to articulate that to people, because your natural instinct when you hear something like that is just to rush to people's, defense and coddle them and say, no, but you are, and stuff like that. But, in the eyes of mainstream society, I am not what, America traditionally considers beautiful. I've always relied on my intellect, my sense of humor, and my persona to interpret, you know what I mean, it's something like people can become beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes when you get to know somebody and then you notice that they're, attractive. I don't feel that I'm ugly. Please don't get me wrong, y'all. But it's just, I'm not whatever that thing is. You know what I mean? I know that I'm not. I am very, very aware of this. I have other things to offer, which make me beautiful. But I am not one of those people that has ever, sight unseen been considered a lovely creature. And she talked about the only person that was really honest with her in terms of acknowledging that her beauty has been her selling point was Sybil Shepherd. Sybil Shepherd, the old model from the old Breck commercials and everything like that, and like later went on to do all kinds of stuff. And it was just funny, when Sybil was talking about, I was aware of the fact that my beauty was... Who's calling me at this child, please? Huh, sorry, y'all. I could take that later. But anyway. Yeah, so Sybil was talking about the fact that, her beauty was her selling point in the days of her modeling, and then, her earlier career. And she was aware of that fact. And I have a really good friend, a dear sister of mine by the name of Amber. And Amber is one of those women, and we all know one who is just strikingly beautiful. I mean, like show heart stoppingly, you know what I mean? Stunning. She just is. And I've known her for a number of years, and we are close, and we've always been close, but I've always kind of wondered what it was like to have that experience, because Amber, in addition to being, if, in addition to being absolutely beautiful, she's probably one of the most brilliant people I know. Her intellect and her spirit is so solid. She's such a well-rounded individual, and I mean, she's highly proficient in terms of intelligence, and she's deeply personable, and she's very approachable. But again, the first impression people get of her is her beauty. You can't, Helen Keller would know this child was gorgeous. And I've never had that experience. So I think that all of us who know that we're not whatever that might be have always wondered what it's like to have that experience. I'm not going to keep y'all forever, but tonight I am going to pick up on the Oprah's live class. Apparently they're not doing the live stream this week, and I really don't know why. I went in and I checked tonight, well, last night's, and she wasn't doing it. But the shows are still going on. They come on right after Rosie, and I am so loving the Rosie show right now. So loving it, enjoying the hell out of it. But yeah, I wanted to check in with you guys and just kind of, offer up what's been going on with me and let you know that I'm holding up okay, although I'm getting a cold, and I'm not happy about this. I'm trying not to speak it into existence, but I mean, it is what the hell it is. And so, I'm going to need to stock up on medicine. This is one of the downfalls of being a single person. You have no one to do this shit for you. But anyway, I'm going to check in with y'all later, and yeah, I got some stuff that I really do need to talk about. I just need to find more hours in the day, y'all. And then I don't want to bombard you with videos and stuff like that, but it's going to get done. I promise. I'll talk to y'all soon. One love. Hope I feel better, please.